May I approach? I'm showing you what's been marked as exhibit number 280. Do you recognize that?
I do.
What is that?
It's a waiver of Miranda form.
And do you recognize any signatures on it?
I do.
What signatures do you recognize?
I recognize my signature, Detective Gonti's signature, and the defendant's signature.
What's the date and time?
5/16/20, 5:21 p.m.
Your Honor, at this time, I'd ask to play exhibit number 4, which is the statement.
Can we approach side by side?
Yes. All right, so jurors, you're about to hear testimony about statements allegedly made by the defendant, Mr. Tuerk, concerning the crime that he is charged with. Before you may even consider any such statement as evidence, the Commonwealth must prove to you beyond a reasonable doubt, number one, that the defendant made the statement that he is alleged to have made, and number two, that he made it voluntarily, freely, and rationally. In determining whether any statement made by a defendant was voluntary or not, you may consider all of the surrounding circumstances. These include when and where the statement was made, the nature of any conversations with the police or questioning by the police, and the defendant's physical and mental condition, including his intelligence, age, education, experience, and personality. Your decision does not turn upon any one factor. You must consider the totality of the surrounding circumstances. So to state the general rule once again, you may not consider any statement that the defendant is alleged to have made unless the Commonwealth has proven beyond a reasonable doubt both that the defendant made the statement and that he made it freely, voluntarily, and rationally. If the Commonwealth has met that burden, then you may consider the defendant's statement and rely upon it as much or as little as you think proper, along with all of the other evidence in this case. Okay.
Your Honor, I apologize. Could you give the additional instruction? I should have asked when you were on the side. You can approach if that would be helpful. Thank you.
So, jurors, some of the exhibits that you're going to get in this case have what we call redactions in them, which means that some information was excised or taken out of the exhibit, whether it's a written document, perhaps an audio tape, etc. You are not to speculate as to what was taken out of any one document, and that is because it was taken out for reasons that are not relevant to your consideration of the evidence, and or the information that was taken out is not admissible in the courts of our Commonwealth. So please don't speculate if there's an area that has been whited out or perhaps even blacked out. Don't speculate at all. Okay.
Your Honor, could we pass out the binders at this time for the jurors?
Yes.
And for one for the court and Mr. Reddington, if you'd like one.
Okay, and this is an agreed transcript of the interview that's about to be played?
Yes.
Okay, so jurors, you're going to get a transcript of the interview that's about to be played? And you're going to mark one as well?
think once marked already, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, so jurors 1 has been marked as an exhibit as well, so you'll have that with you when you deliberate.
All right, Ms. Gilman, thank you.
I'm Detective Deborah Gotsky. I work out of Dedham PD.
What?
Dedham Police Department?
You know, we just want to come and talk to you, you know, we know the, transported from the hotel to the North Hospital, yesterday morning. We want to talk to you about that, okay? The past couple of weeks, so before we do is want you to know that we do have a recorder, we record our conversations, okay? And also, before you talk to us, you do have rights, excuse me. Bad timing there. I apologize. So Detective, is the recorder on?
Yes, it's on. It's now on.
So I'm just going to introduce myself on the record, okay? And Detective Gotsky will introduce herself, and we'll have you introduce yourself by just saying your name, your last name, and spelling it for us, okay? All right, it is Saturday, May 16th, 5:19 p.m. We are in the second floor of Norwood Hospital. My name is Trooper Jeff Kotkowski. My last name is spelled Kotkowski. I work out of the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office. And with me here is
Detective Deborah Gotsky, Gonski, and I'm a detective with the Dedham Police Department.
And sir, could you say your first and last name for us, please?
Ingolf Tuerk, Tuerk.
And Ingolf, like I was explaining to you earlier, we want to talk to you about, you know, the recent past couple days. And before we did, I wanted to read you your rights. Okay, give you your rights. So what I'll do is I'll give you a copy of this, and I'll read a copy to you, and we'll have you sign that you understand your rights. So once you take that copy. All right. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. That I have the right to talk to a lawyer. If you have a lawyer, it wouldn't be while questioned by the police. That if I cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent me before questioning, if I wish. And that if I begin to answer questions, I have the right to stop questioning at any time. You understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
All right. Having heard your rights, do you wish to have a conversation with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I just need you to sign that. So I'll give you a pen. So what you're gonna do is, let's get up there. So next to I, you can just put your initials. Put a stop line there. And I'm gonna fill my name, but my name will be right there with the Trooper Kotkowski, Mass State Police. Okay?
Yes.
Then your rights that you said you understood. And at the bottom here where it says signature, you can just sign. Yeah, you can get up into me, so I know it's not the best. There's no table in here. And you put the date if you don't mind. It's 5/16/20. And
521.
it's 5/16/20 at 5:21 p.m.
21.
p.m. Yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. So, Harry, we were looking at the hotel record, and it seemed that you checked in around the 8th, and you were booked for another few days. And we know that you have a home in Dover, so if you could just tell us, you know, why you were staying at the hotel, kind of take us through that.
Staying at the hotel because I have to stay away from the house.
Okay.
And that's why I'm staying in the hotel.
All right. Why are you away from the house?
Sorry?
Why are you staying away from the house?
As far as I understand, because of the criminal charges have been filed against me with bail conditions.
Okay. Can you talk a little bit more about those criminal charges? What's going on?
My wife accused me of having been violent.
Okay. And then she, what happened? She reported to the police?
Yes.
Okay.
And we decided to divorce in February, early February, yes.
Early February. And just so we have it right, can you tell us your wife's name?
Kathleen, Kathleen,
Yep.
McLean, Tuerk.
McLean?
McLean, Tuerk.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's talk about that. When did you meet Kathleen?
And did I meet her?
Yeah, when did you meet her? Where? All that?
November 2017.
November 2017. Okay. How did you meet?
Online dating.
Online dating? You remember what website you used?
I believe it was Bumble.
Bumble. Okay. And during that time, were you living in Dover at that time?
Yes.
You were at the same house on Valley Road.
Yes.
Okay. And at that time, who were you living with?
I'm good.
You were living by yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So November 2017, you meet Kathleen out on Bumble, and then you guys start dating.
Yeah.
Okay. And eventually, did she move in, or did you guys get married? Tell me a little bit about that.
She moved in with her 3 children.
Okay. Can you go approximate time?
I believe it was April 2018.
Okay. And can you tell me the names of her children?
Sophia, Chris, and Sam.
Did they all share the same last name?
McLean. No, they do. Hang on. I think their name is Rocca. ROCCA.
Okay. All right. So you guys meet November 2017, April 2018. She moves in with her 3 children to your home in Dover. Okay. And then you tell me that you had a divorce in February. So can you tell me a little bit about the relationship? You know, what was going on?
The relationship was mostly good. On the other hand, there was a lot of volatility as far as fights is concerned, mostly originating from her in terms of getting emotional,
Yeah.
fights
Yeah.
that I often try to walk away from. But nevertheless, we did have a good time, and we talked about marrying. In December 2019, we married
Okay.
in Las Vegas.
Okay. Okay, so December 2019, you guys are married in Vegas, and you're still living in the home in Dover?
Correct.
Okay.
And my work situation changed significantly, and it looked like I have an opportunity to work back in Germany, where I'm originally from.
Okay.
And I talked with her about that, and she was not very receptive of me going to Germany, or she going to Germany with me and with her 3 children. So there was a lot of talk about divorce, because it doesn't look like that we can move forward together, being separated that far away from each other.
Yep.
And I spoke with a lawyer in January about divorcing her potentially. She found out somehow, got very angry, got a restraining order against me, filed for divorce herself, and filed charges against me.
Okay. Let's just back up a little bit. So you say you're from Germany?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When did you move to the United States?
December 2002.
Okay. So did you resign? Were you fired? How would you say?
Mutually agreed to
Is registered.
made the contract, yeah.
Okay. And what was your title over there at St. E's?
Chief of Urology until end of 2018.
Okay. And just going back to the absence, when was the absence and how long was that for? Do you have any idea?
Sorry, what?
A leave of absence you took?
I started the 1st of June all the way to December.
Of what? So June 2019 through December 19?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And that takes us to December when you guys end up going to Vegas to get married.
Right.
Okay. Like you said, you're having a troubled relationship. This is recently. I mean, this is only a few months ago.
Right.
Okay. And ultimately, in January, Kathleen filed for divorce.
I think February, early February.
Early February.
Yeah. So I talked to a lawyer before that, and she found out that I would consider doing that, and then she kind of jumped ahead and did her thing.
Gotcha. So when that all happened, did you stay in the home? Did you go anywhere?
No, she got a restraining order first thing. I had to go.
You had to go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And where did you end up going?
Went first to a friend in town, in Dover.
Friend in Dover. Okay. What's his or her name?
Charlie Lax.
Kelly Lax.
Lax.
Okay. And he's in Dover?
Yeah, he lives in Dover.
When would you say that was about?
Again, it was probably the first 2 weeks in February.
Okay.
I was with him. Then he asked me to leave. And I went to a friend at Boston, Beacon Street.
In the city?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know who that friend, the name?
Richie Kovitz. Richie Kovitz, C-O-V-I-T-Z, I believe. I'm not 100% sure about this spelling.
Okay. That's fine.
Then
So how long were you with him for? About, I know you might not know the exact time, but
probably 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks.
Okay.
Then I went to Germany for a consultant job, mid-March. But then COVID basically hit hard, and it was suggested for a U.S. citizen to come back. So 5 days after I left here, I came back
Okay.
to the United States. At that time, COVID was significantly around, and no friend would give me any kind of option to go somewhere, so I went to a hotel in Norway.
Okay. What hotel was that? Do you remember the name?
I think Hampton Inn.
Hampton Inn? Okay.
I went there.
So that's, we're gonna ballpark that maybe around like late March?
Yeah,
That's
mid
fair?
to late March.
Okay.
Mid, yes. Then, because I don't have an income and hotel is expensive, I looked for other options to stay. A friend of mine has a camper in Florida and offered to me to go to Florida and stay free at the camper, basically.
Okay.
Which I did.
Oh, sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, it was not my first choice, but I didn't know where to go. Nobody was willing to give me any kind of, I was practically homeless, kind of saying, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, no, I get it. Plus you said
the hotel wasn't a good situation either. It's expensive, as I said, and there is no real option to cook anything or something, so I went to Florida.
Okay. What part of Florida?
Rockledge, that's mid-Florida.
Mid-Florida?
It's
What's that?
East Coast, right out of Orlando.
Yeah.
Rockledge on the East Coast.
Okay. Oh,
So I went there until a week ago, I believe, and I came back up.
were you driving or were you flying?
I was driving
Driving.
all the
Okay.
way to New York, and then Katie would come with her ex-husband and pick me because I started to have leg issues on my
Okay.
back, and nerve issues. So
Yeah.
she offered to come.
All right.
Because as I was in Florida, we started to consider reconciliation.
Oh, so you got to talk in through phone or internet or how we?
You know, it was all lawyers.
Through the lawyers. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Through the divorce lawyers.
Okay.
So yes, I came then back up.
So you, okay, so just so I understand, I don't want to be mistaken. So you're in Florida, and you start speaking to Katie through the divorce
The
lawyers,
divorce lawyers.
how to possibly reunite and get things back.
Correct. And she was receptive to that idea, and so worked with the lawyers of trying to work things out.
Okay.
over post-nup agreement to give her more rights on the house and give us safety and security.
Okay. I see. If something were to go bad again, you guys would have to go. I see.
Know that she has to occupy the house and can't just be, which she didn't because she pulled a restraining order. I would have picked out that she was obviously afraid of, not being secure.
I see.
Which I agree, that's not a good idea as a husband and wife.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So you start. What do you drive at this point? What do you?
I was driving the silver Mercedes
Mercedes.
GL 550. Beauty kept the car, Jeep, anyway.
Okay. So you drive back up. You said you having some pain in your leg. Tell me about that. You called Katie or?
Now we checked in with the lawyers and said, yeah, can she help? And then she said, yeah, she can help.
Okay. Again with the lawyers. And she met you. Said in New York. Okay. You remember where that meet was?
No, a little outside north of New York, on the 95 interstate.
Oh, so just on like a rest area or something like that.
Correct.
I see. Okay. And how did then what?
Came on up and drove to the hotel that I booked.
Did she drive with you back? Did you drive alone?
No, she helped drive me here.
She helped drive you back. Okay. And how did she get to New York? Who drove her?
Her ex-husband,
Okay. What's his
father of
name?
my children.
Yep.
Last name is Rocker.
Yep. The first name?
Sorry, I'm holding a blank right now.
Okay.
The cop is book on, sorry.
Yeah, no, we can go back to it. Okay, so then Katie, drive back to the hotel. You check right into the hotel in Dallas? Okay. So that was only, like I said, around the 8th, I thought, the 8th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
And, all right, so let's start there now. Again, I appreciate all the background information. It's helpful. So did she stay with you at the hotel? Did she go back home? Tell me about that.
She went back home, yeah.
Okay. And did you guys communicate from the 8th on? No.
Yes, we did.
Okay, so you weren't using the attorneys at that point? You were just talking? Okay. By phone? Okay. And how were things? What do you...
Good.
Yeah.
It was going well. She encouraged, she communicated and said, don't worry about this stuff. We're going to work it all out.
Okay. Okay. And were you seeing each other at this time?
Yes.
Okay. How often was she coming to the hotel? Were you going back home? Tell me about that.
I was mostly going to the house.
You're going to the house.
Once again, she said, come over, don't worry about it.
Okay. And her and 3 kids still living there, right?
Yes.
And how was your interaction with them? How did they?
Good.
Everything was good.
Yeah.
That way.
Yes.
Okay. So that's going on for about a week. And let's get to yesterday. Tell me about yesterday.
What?
Yesterday.
I really don't recall much
Yeah.
of anything. I must have drunk a lot. And
Yeah. But I'm trying to get to how you ended up here.
I can't tell you. I'm sorry, but I can't remember how I got when I got somewhere. Just woke up yesterday. But today we in the hospital and then in the hospital.
Okay. You don't know how you ended up here?
Even not, no, I can't really remember.
No. Okay. All right. So we did speak to Sophia, Grace, and Sam, and we can't find the cat. Yeah, so we were hoping, you could tell us.
Again, as I said, I have very difficult memory, get any kind of memory of the last 24 hours. I don't know how much time I really went there.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, because, like I said, we talked to kids, and Tell me this, when's the last time you saw Kathleen?
I remember,
Okay.
I don't know exactly the day, it was Thursday. We played a game, and this game, I'm not sure what the game name is, and this Grace and Katie and I, that's what I remember.
All right, so,
And then we went watching TV, and we drank some alcohol, and then I don't even know what happened after that.
okay.
So I ended up in a hotel. They were saying I was in a hotel, I don't know.
All right, so today's Saturday. So you said Thursday,
I believe it was Thursday, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so.
okay. And so tell me how you guys arranged to meet on Thursday.
From you?
How did you guys arrange to meet each other Thursday? So you were at the hotel, or were you, how did you guys get?
I was at the house.
You're at the house. Did you stay at the house Wednesday night?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so you stay over Wednesday night, and then, so you're there Thursday? Tell me about Thursday. What you guys do in the morning on Thursday?
I'm not sure exactly. I mean, typically we'll have some breakfast and take a walk, work out, things like that. But again, I'm not recalling exactly what happened on Thursday.
But you did say, so
It was a good day in general, as I can remember. Yeah, and then I guess I said later the day we played that game. And
what game did you guys play?
I'm not sure what the name is. It was, it's a board game.
Okay,
I'm not sure what the name of the game is.
okay. So this is Thursday evening, you said you guys are having some drinks.
Yeah, she made me 2 martinis already before.
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
Martinis?
Martinis, okay.
Yeah. And then I think I switched to whiskey later. And I can't remember much about that.
Were the kids home Thursday night?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys are drinking Thursday night. Well, somehow you get back to the hotel. So,
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. I can't recall. I must have driven myself, I guess. I'm not sure.
you know what you drove? The vehicle?
No, I think it must have been the Jeep, right?
Jeep?
The Jeep Runner,
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah. Why do you think that?
Because then I recall that it was the only car that was there. The Mercedes was parked at the hotel.
The Jeep was the only car that was at the house.
The Jeep was at the house, as far as that.
Okay. Tell me about the argument you guys had Thursday night.
The what?
The argument you guys had Thursday night?
An argument?
Yes. Tell me a little bit about that.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not recalling an argument. As I said, we played a game that was all fun. And we watched TV and that's it. I don't know about an argument.
Okay. What room were you guys in when you played the game? What room in the house? What were you guys in the house?
Kitchen?
Kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a TV in the kitchen too? Like, did you watch the TV?
The next, family next, it's kind of an open room. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you guys went from the kitchen playing a game, moved eventually into the TV room. Do you remember what you were watching that night?
I believe Sons of Anarchy. That's a TV show.
Okay.
She loved that show, and we continued watching it.
Okay. You remember what episode or what that?
No. No.
But you remember watching the Sons of Anarchy, right? Okay, and then what? Do you guys eventually go upstairs to bed? What do you guys sleep on the couch? Tell me what happens next.
As I said, I really have more time remembering these, and after that, I really don't. Sorry.
Okay. I noticed you do have some scratches on your legs and your arms.
Yeah,
Yeah, what happened?
I have no idea. I don't know either. I just woke up and it was there. I have no idea what happened.
Okay, we gotta find her. Where can we find her?
I don't understand.
You gotta help us out here. It's all right. You know, we gotta find you.
I'm sure I have no more. Maybe, I don't know.
I was telling you, the kids looking for her. Everybody's looking for her. They need your help. Where can we find her? Where can we go find her?
I don't even know.
It seems like you guys have been under a lot of stress. You have some work stress, marital stress. I'm not sure what was going on the past couple of days, the past night, but now we're here. Okay?
Yeah.
And she's not. And
I don't really know.
we can get through this. I know this is going to be difficult. There's no way getting around it. We're at the point of our conversation now where it's just a difficult time.
I have no
And
idea.
I know you're probably going, through hell right now, and I know you probably feel really bad. And I'm sure it's uncomfortable to stay there without some possibility about this. So we need you to, put us in the right direction. We can go find her. We can't leave her out there alone, Eric. We can't.
I don't know.
We can't do that to her, Regardless of what was going on, she's your wife. You love that woman. You guys had some issues. She has 3 beautiful kids, and they deserve to know what mom is. assistant deserves to know. Yeah. We need you to help us out here.
I wish I could. That's when I woke up. Today or something, I really have a time to remember what happened.
You know, I mean, an argument happened in the house, you know, so you know that.
Oh, you know,
There's broken glass in the home. You know, they got, you know, you're in the Jeep. We want to know where you went. And because like I said, this is about Kathleen right now, you know. We're doing the right thing for her at this point.
I don't even know that I was driving around. I don't know.
Harry gets scrapes up and down your legs and your arms.
Sorry, what?
So you have scrapes up and down your legs, your arms.
I know. I have no idea how that all happened. Sorry.
No one's talked to Kathleen. I've seen her since Thursday night. Saturday.
I don't remember much at all.
Okay, we need you to step up right now. We need you to help us out. You're gonna feel better. I know you feel better right now. You can see it all over you. And I just want, you know, you need to feel better. And by feeling better, you need to tell us what happened.
I wish I could. I woke up and saw that too. And they asked me what happened. I don't know. I said I have no idea. I don't know. Because I'm responsible apparently. I have no idea how that all happened.
We drive a car. You use your cell phone. this day and age with cell phones and video surveillance and cameras everywhere, I mean, we're trying to give you an opportunity, you know, to get ahead of it a little bit. That's what we're trying to do here.
I understand. I understand.
You know, we're not here for, you know, some stupid reason, you know. And, you know, I'm a homicide detective. Detective from Denver Police, you know. Like I said, there's... And right now, we're trying to give you an opportunity to tell your side of the story. Tell us in your own words what happened. You know, I mean, if you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for our kids.
I really don't remember the song. I said I woke up. I don't know. Today in the morning or yesterday or something, I'm not sure again. Nothing is going on.
Do you remember driving back to the hotel that night? You don't remember driving?
I don't remember. But I was driving, I don't know.
So the Dedham Police Department got called to the residence inn Friday at 11 a.m. for a well-being check on Kathleen because no one had heard from her since 6 p.m. Thursday evening. When I got there, we located the white Jeep and your Mercedes parked in the parking lot. You told us earlier that you believe that you were operating the white Jeep at one point.
So, yeah.
The white Jeep was parked between the lines, perfectly fine. There was nothing wrong with the exterior of the Jeep indicating that you may have been intoxicated. So how could you not remember driving that Jeep back to the hotel?
So, I don't know.
Do you remember how much alcohol you consumed at the house that night? Thursday evening?
Think about it. But I'm not sure. Again, I just remember we started off with martini and then we switched to whiskey. That's all I remember.
How many martinis did you say?
2 or 3.
2 or 3?
Yeah.
And then how many glasses of whiskey?
I don't really know. I don't know.
Did you consume anything other than alcohol?
That I know of.
Not that you know of.
No.
Do you take any pills or anything like that? That say nothing you know, would they read something that you would normally take, or?
I used to take some medication over the last several months, antidepressants, yeah, and anxiety medication. So I kind of cut it down because I felt much better. And Katie said, yeah, let's try to fix that. So I'm not sure, I don't think I've taken anything on that day, and so again, I can't tell for sure.
It's going to be frank. I mean, telling us you simply don't remember it, it's just not good enough. That's just not a good enough answer.
I understand. Oh, yeah, just close. I don't even remember that I went to the hotel.
did everything go down here? It happened in the vehicle? It happened in your home? It happened in the woods? Where did it happen? Stop in the bedroom?
I think there was an argument on the TV show, yeah. I believe that is true, but I'm not 100% sure. So they were watching. But I was downstairs. I'm not sure if so often or something, I'm not sure.
An argument during the TV show?
I believe so, yeah.
Is that what you mean? When you guys were watching TV, you had an argument?
I believe that is true.
Do you remember how the argument started?
When did it turn physical? Did it turn physical downstairs? Or did it start up in the bedroom?
I remember physically.
Go back in the bedroom? Maybe things just got a little out of control, a little bit more serious than maybe a normal fight. I mean, sometimes things that get out of, they just get away from us. And, you know,
I know, but
we don't need to do some things, and sometimes things happen. You know? One bad night. One bad night doesn't make you a bad person, Harry.
What happened after you started arguing?
he don't remember. It was drinking whiskey, and I think it stopped again. I remember there was some arguing going on down there. It was mostly her yelling at me for some reason. I'm not sure exactly what that was.
Tell us what happened up in the bedroom.
I don't even remember being gone to the
Blood on the mattress, Harry. Broken glass everywhere. Seems like things just got a little bit too much out of hand. You know?
I just remember downstairs, sitting there and drinking whiskey and having some argument as well. Again, it was mostly her arguing against something. I'm not sure again what it was exactly.
You can read.
And my dad just drank my whiskey and he said, but then, I don't even know that we went upstairs. I don't think so.
Where was the Jeep parked? Was the Jeep parked in the driveway? Was it parked in the garage?
I'm not sure, but typically it was in the garage. I believe.
Let's tell us where you went when you left the house that night, Mary.
Oh, and I woke up the next morning and stayed and looked at the stuff into the book.
What was Katie wearing that night?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Aaron, we need you to a little bit more honest with us. We know you were in the woods that night. We know it.
Yeah.
We know it. We know it. Yeah. I know you remember what happened. You may not want to remember what happened. I get that. But this can't go on any longer. Can't.
Her 3 children, her sister, and her mother deserve to know where she is. We need you to be honest with us.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
What happened in the woods?
I don't know. I don't even know where.
Do you drive deep into the woods or do you walk most of the way?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Well, what do you think? I mean, you were there. We weren't.
I don't remember. I didn't get any of those.
We know how you left the area. Is she fully clothed?
What's that for?
Is she fully clothed right now?
Like, I don't understand what.
Does she have clothing on when you left her?
No, you were downstairs. What you doing?
Aaron, only you have the answers right now. You have the answer. You guys went together Thursday night, late, you're arguing. Tell us you had some drinks. And you wake up in the morning and you're in a hotel and she's gone. I mean, let's just get to it here.
I don't see my woke up and I woke up here.
I know this sucks, you know, there's no other word for it. I mean, she's like, one thing to do now, that's the right thing. Sister, man up. Man up. Let her family know where she's at. Let her family know where she's at. You know, we can get through this.
We don't know.
Help yourself out there, Harry.
There's an argument, I remember that. Yes.
No, it's serious. You need to know what happened. Can't be up here in a hurry.
Dylan, could you stop it? Your Honor, would this be a convenient place to stop and take the 11 a.m. recess?
Sure. Why don't we do that, George? Just leave the transcripts and your notebooks right on your chairs. And we'll take about a 15-minute recess.
All right, please, your exit.
So I talk to you. What? Did I talk to you?